Austerlitz, December 2nd, 1805. Before dawn, mist covers Moravia. Near Austerlitz, some 70,000 French soldiers face a larger Austro-Russian army. By nightfall, one of history's most famous military traps will have closed. This is the battle of the three emperors: Napoleon, Tsar Alexander of Russia, and Francis, Emperor of Austria. Napoleon has already forced an Austrian army to surrender at Ulm and occupied Vienna. But the French are deep in hostile territory, and Russian reinforcements have arrived. He needs a decisive battle before his enemies grow stronger. In the French camp, Napoleon creates an illusion. He abandons the Pratzen Heights, the commanding ground in the center, and leaves his southern flank looking dangerously weak. He asks for negotiations and appears tired and uncertain. Yet below the heights, hidden by low ground and fog, his main force is ready. Marshal Davout is also marching from Vienna to reinforce the exposed flank at the last moment. Across the valley, the deception works. Tsar Alexander and his advisors believe Napoleon is retreating. General Kutuzov remains cautious, but the aggressive voices prevail. The Austrian Chief of Staff, General Weyrother, proposes exactly the attack Napoleon wants. Most of the Allied army will descend from the Pratzen Heights, crush the weak French right, and cut the road to Vienna. Bagration will hold the northern wing, while the Russian Imperial Guard waits in reserve. During the night, Allied columns leave the heights. Their march is slow and confused, but every battalion moving south makes their center weaker. Soon after dawn, they attack Telnitz and Sokolnitz. The thin French line bends. Then Davout's exhausted soldiers arrive from their forced march. They do not need to win. They need only hold the Allied columns in place. The struggle becomes savage, drawing still more Allied troops towards the bait. At the French center, Napoleon waits. Shortly before 9, he judges the heights sufficiently empty and orders Marshal Soult forward. Saint-Hilaire and Vandamme emerge from the fog and climb the slope. As the mist breaks, sunlight illuminates them, the famous sun of Austerlitz. The Allies thought they were attacking. Now they see a French army advancing into the heart of their position. A desperate battle erupts on the plateau. Kutuzov tries to rally the center, but the French take the heights and split the Allied army in two. In the north, Lannes and Murat engage Bagration and the Allied cavalry, preventing them from helping. The Russian Imperial Guard counterattacks, but Napoleon commits his own Guard cavalry and retains the plateau. Early in the afternoon, the trap closes. From the heights, Soult turns south against the rear of the Allied columns, still fighting Davout. Attacked from two directions, their advance becomes a retreat. Men, horses, and guns crowd the roads beside the frozen ponds. Napoleon will later claim that thousands drowned there, but modern historians regard that dramatic episode as propaganda. By late afternoon, the Austro-Russian army is broken. Napoleon has shown his opponents exactly what they wanted to see: a weak flank and a retreating enemy. They concentrated against the bait, abandoned the decisive ground, and entered a narrowing corridor. Davout held the door. Soult closed it. Austerlitz forces Austria to seek peace and breaks the Third Coalition as an effective land alliance. It becomes Napoleon's greatest victory, not simply because he defeats a larger army, but because he persuades that army to help create its own defeat.